Hello, everyone. Welcome to Higher Mind Oracle with me, Catherine Nicole. This is your powerful full moon in Leo. And what's really interesting is I've had the table set up since, most of it since yesterday. And I was drawn to my zodiac oracle cards for the images for this channeling. And I put the teddy bear out, the bird with the bell, and the rose. And what's interesting is, to me, Leo energy can be that big teddy bear energy, right? That's why that sweetness of the teddy bear and the power of the moon coming through made me feel like some kind of communication from someone, from the divine. And that's that bird. And Mercury is also involved. And then the fire igniting in romance with that rose, that golden rose. And I also heard the rose of Sharon. You could know somebody named Sharon. I have one of my very best friends and my mother are both named Sharon. Looking up the rose of Sharon's spiritual meaning might do something for you. You may be getting roses, something about romance coming in, lighting that fire, some kind of communication coming in with Mercury. It's really cool. So feel the vibration. Let's take a deep breath because this is big energy. Every video that I put out, there is healing energy. There is transmutation happening because I'm a natural transmuter of the shadows, right? Of the fears, of the dark, of the ego, right? Leo, because that can be that energy. The moon card happens to be a 14, which is a 5. The Leo card is a 5. So 5-5, you may be seeing 5-5. Blessed changes through the challenge and contrast. So in the Moonology diary, the key words are say what you mean what you say. And I might have that in the title or it might be something else. I'm not sure. But that is really powerful. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't just say things to please other people. We're not here to please other people and other people are not here to please us. And once we realize that we're here to please ourselves, and then we shine that light out and we share that love with others, then we mean what we say. And we don't say yes when we want to say no. Say no when you want to say no, and only say yes when you want to say yes. And it's really important to speak clearly to people because this is a very confusing time. There's a lot of different energy. There's a lot swirling around out there. You are the one in full power. Look at the energy coming out of the moon. The angel in the moon. Look at the energy coming out of the hands. Whatever you're focused on, whatever you're putting your hands into, you are creating your reality. You are powerful. Say goodbye if it's time, and don't be too proud. Now, the full moon is on February 12th, various times depending on where you're at, but Eastern time would be 8:53. This month's full moon is taking place in the sign of Leo. If you don't know anything about Leo, here's a crash course. It's the sign that rules the sun. It thinks the universe, or at least the solar system, revolves around it. And it's prideful, generous, magnanimous, and confident. In practice, this means if you've been too proud to let someone know how you feel or what you want, or if you've been too scared to try something because you fear looking silly if you fail, this full moon can be the perfect time to drop the pride and ego and go for it. Additionally, because of this full moon is triggering the communications planet Mercury. And see, I didn't even know I felt Mercury intuitively was involved. So trust your intuition when you feel that certain energies are involved or what's going on. That's a point to you because I trusted my intuition and I had that bird come out and then I found out Mercury is heavily involved. So because it's triggering the communications planet Mercury, it's the perfect time to change everything with one conversation. So one conversation is going to come in and change everything for you. You're going to have one conversation with people where you're honest and you're authentic and you speak your truth and you ask for what you deserve, and it's going to change everything for you. Moreover, the full moon is making a harmonious alignment with lucky Jupiter. So the heavens are on your side, whatever you decide to do now. Just be careful you don't say too much because the next planetary alignment after the full moon is a clash between communications of the planet Mercury and the ebullient and sometimes over the top planet Jupiter. This lunation takes place just before Valentine's Day, which is a mixed blessing. Its high intensity means some lovers may feel a little overwrought at the time of the full moon on the 12th and 13th of February. If you can get through these next few days, the day and night of February 14th should flow. And so the say what you mean and mean what you say. And I like what she encourages us to do here. So you can grab a pen and paper, you can write this down, you can pause this, always use your own intuitions. When I'm pulling the cards, when you're looking at this card, even the setup that I have, if your intuition is telling you something, triggering something from within you, write it down and explore that later. In the spirit of the energy of this full moon, think about who you most need to have a conversation with. And that's what we're going to tune into in the channeling, is you and another person. And it could be you and your higher self. It could be you and your partner. It could be you and your child, you and your boss, you and someone. Pick that person, right? Perhaps it's someone you know really well or someone you've just met. Maybe it's someone you work with or who lives down the road. What do you need to say to them? If you can't summon the courage to speak up, grab your phone, hit the record button, and talk. Try to talk for at least 5 or 10 minutes. Just wax lyrical. See what comes to you. Speak with confidence, knowing that nobody ever has to hear the conversation apart from you. Then listen back. Make some notes. What have you realized about this situation as a result of its easy but meaningful exercise? So if you can't speak with someone, or you're not ready yet, or it doesn't feel intuitively like the right time, what you can do is speak to them through the phone, and then you can listen to it and say, okay, what am I learning here? What do I really want to do here? What is this teaching me? Because it's really important that we always come back to ourselves, because it really is all about us, right? We are going to tune into this full moon, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a connection spread. So the first card is going to be you. The second card, your challenge in this say what you mean what you say kind of energy. Number 3 is going to be the other person, and then number 4 is their challenge. And then the uniting force, I'm going to use an oracle deck that whatever unites you. So that's what we're tuning into. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. I've already shuffled and prayed. I did see the King of Swords, so it is really important to, first of all, get clear with what you want to say to someone. So that exercise, or writing it down so you can kind of see how you really feel. Practice out loud. Practice with God, with Jesus, with the angels, with your higher self. I do that all the time, because then by the time I have a conversation, I'm way more calm. Because yeah, I'm human too. And some people, they rub me the wrong way. And there's things that I really want to say, because energy never lies. And so I'm a BS detector. And I know when people are not speaking the truth. And sometimes I really do want to say something, but I don't. And I wait. And then I see if it's even worth it. Because some conversations aren't worth it. But this conversation, if you want to take a moment to tune into, to connect to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to the person that you're thinking of, to get some clarity on this connection, some clarity on, what's really going on. Think of that person, connect your energy, heart space to heart space, and that's what we're tuning into. So I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to take the first 4 cards to be those 4 energies. And then the 5th one is going to be the oracle. Excuse me if I have a little cat hair. It's just an extra blessing for you guys. Number 1 is you. This is the wild and unknown tarot. So this is you taking new life, taking off, victory, success, being recognized, spreading your wings, coming out of that really uncomfortable challenge that you've been going through, where you felt constricted. You felt like you couldn't breathe. You felt like you had no voice. You felt like, what the heck is going on? I'm in the dark here. I don't even know. You're finally breaking free from the entanglement, which I channeled in the last reading of the galactic energies. The next 4 weeks, Simon Says Jump. You're finally escaping whatever you've been wanting to escape, a mindset, a program, a belief system, a person, a situation, and you're finding victory. And you're being recognized for this. You're being recognized. And look at the beautiful blue and green energy, heart chakra, throat chakra, and then the white, the crown chakra for this communication. And it goes, look at this, look how perfectly it goes with the moon. So this moon is bringing you victory, success. Wow. Okay, so I want to put that by the moon to show you that, but we're going to put this here as we can do the spread the way that they have it. Let me try to get this. I know it's funny because I'm looking at the camera while I'm doing this to get it just right for you. Okay, we're going to do that. Never mind. I was going to put it on that side, but we're just going to do it, and I'm not going to think about it too much. Oh, and that's it. I'm Virgo, and I tend to overanalyze sometimes, and I want everything to be perfect. So I feel that Spirit is saying it doesn't have to be perfect, but just come from the heart. Your words don't have to be perfect. They just need to come from the heart. Your word what's perfect really? Sometimes messy art is beautiful art, right? Sometimes it gets a little messy, and it's actually a good thing, because this makes me feel like kind of messy energy, but it's good messy. And like, this is kind of messy, but then there's clarity coming, and there's this fire igniting, something about that. The second one is your challenge. So this is where you're challenged, okay? By deception, manipulation, mind games, always feeling like you have to keep one eye open, like not trusting people, not feeling really that safe where you're at, not really sure what's going on, and trusting in the plan. There's a plan here. See, this is a very lucky card, actually. So your challenge is to realize that Spirit has your back, to realize there's a plan here. So if something is messy, if something isn't working out, there's a reason for that. There's a plan here. You're going to find victory, but your challenge would be to trust that you're protected, trust that you're safe, trust that there is an opportunity for you to move away from manipulation, move away from the stress, move away from the craziness, and that you can communicate in a peaceful way and be sly like a fox here. Okay, sly like a fox. And then you have the other person, the Wheel of Fortune. So the other person is looking for a new cycle, working on the cycles, is really connected to Jupiter, could be Sagittarius energy, but, kind of gaining the wisdom of the wheel, ending cycles for new beginnings. Could be also working on healing because of all the different colors of the chakra being represented, the 7 chakras of the body and beyond. You've got, the sun and the moon here. So finding that balance. So this is the other person. So feeling like actually it could be very victorious here. What's their challenge? Look at that. Their challenge is finding the balance, the reciprocity. That's this person's challenge. They're feeling like things haven't been equal. They either haven't been giving enough or they haven't been receiving enough. They're working on the balance, because that's what the wheel made me feel like as well. Balancing out their finances, being prepared to give a gift. Perhaps their challenge is some kind of inheritance with family. And so, because this can be an inheritance card, but they're finding the balance. But that's the challenge, is they're trying to find the balance in the material world here. But I do feel that there's an opportunity that this could actually be a very balanced, successful communication. So then we're going to cut this deck here, and we're going to get the uniting force. Okay. So this is the uniting force. Chaos and conflict. Come on. So the chaos and the conflict is what's uniting you. It's through the chaos and conflict and the challenge that you're going to put all the pieces back together again. The ascended masters are with you. This is what is uniting you, is the chaos. And remember, I said sometimes it has to get a little messy. Sometimes the chaos, the storm, the tower is what is necessary for the next steps. So you are uniting in the chaos. So you're going to have some kind of connection and uniting, like maybe talking about the chaos and how you can overcome it together. Perhaps that's part of the deal, is talking about the chaos, realizing that you have opportunity to do this together, and you're getting through it together. You're talking about it, but you're talking about it in a very high vibrational, careful way. Being careful with your words. You don't want to say too much, because it could easily, with that fiery energy, go the other way. And you know that about yourself or this person. So, but it feels very balanced. Like this is a blessing. This conversation is actually going to bring you peace and help you overcome the chaos. Okay, now I'm going to show you what's at the bottom of each deck because this is going to give you a clue. So, be mindful, pay attention. When I don't feel that there's any more manipulation here. If there was before, I feel like you're aware of it, so you would know. And you're going to talk about the chaos and conflict and how you're putting the pieces back together again. And perhaps you're teaching this person something. Perhaps they're teaching you something. But the wheel is turning to a new cycle here, and it's very balanced and victorious. So, and look at the bottom. Come on. Tick tock, tick tock. It's time. Another 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6. Those are all clues that it's time. It's time. It's almost 10:10. The portal's open here. You can take flight. It's time. There's no reason to wait. So it's like someone is going to feel inspired, and it's look what's at the bottom of this deck. It's the Father of Wands. It's the masculine. So the masculine within you, perhaps you're connected a lot to your masculine energy, which I am. If you read my astrological chart, I'm mostly masculine. And no wonder I've had that I'm a leader and I take charge, and I've had to, being a single mom all this time, all the challenges I've gone through, perhaps you're the same. And this is some kind of masculine energy. It could be a father figure, could be a partner, a friend, a boss, but someone, whoever that is that you're thinking of, or this is you, it's time. So if this is you, then it's time to have the conversation and just rise up and do it. Do it from your heart. Say what you mean and mean what you say. This person coming forward to you, if this isn't you, is meaning what they say. Believe them when they say it. Believe what they're saying because it's very passionate. It's very passionate. So I'm going to cut and get 1, 1. Yeah, don't go round and round and round in the same circle. It's like round and round and round and round and round. It's like that's what has been happening. And so you're getting off the wheel and you're cleaning it up. It's time to clean it up, to clean it up. Clean up the way you talk. And look at the next one that came out. You're moving into new life here. You're birthing into new life. And then let's do the same thing here just for a few more clues for this time period. Come on, the 10 of Cups, full chakra alignment, having it all, finding peace. Connecting with spirit, growing your gifts, healing, resting, being in your own energy. And look at that third eye. You know the truth here. And the Ace of Pentacles is your gift. New life, a new start, a new way, a new home, higher level of commitment. Something new. This is what's coming. And then look right under that, the Father of Pentacles, stability, opportunity is coming your way. I mean, it just is. It just is. Believe it, know it, go after it. Mean what you say what you mean. Now I pre-picked this. It flew out of the Rumi Oracle for you. And look at it. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Talk about fiery Leo energy. And it is 36 in the year of the 9. You cannot get any more clear than this. Follow your passions. And then we got that King of Wands energy, and it's, the Leo fire. Oh yeah. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunks. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goat dies, I make drums from their skins, and their spirit lives on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic, of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense, but I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Rumi. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Let me say that again. That might be the title here. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. This is not about childish indulgence and questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. Whoa. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear the mind, yours or of that of others, could summon. Let me just read that again and how powerful this is. Please like, comment if you desire, pass it on. These are really powerful messages. This is a powerful time. But I just want to say this again because it really, really got me. First of all, you have divine permission to do something ridiculous, within reason. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. You eat the darkness for breakfast because you got it. You've got the dark and the light on your side. Use it wisely. I'm sending you all so much love. And remember, you can reach out to me anytime and we can dive a little deeper and light that fire from within.